everyone, so I'm doing a quick pick a card reading. What I'm basically going to do is see what you have to look forward to. So I have 3 cards. I'm not going to do it like I've done the most recent pick a card readings. I'm just going to hold them up, and if you haven't done this before, then basically just as I hold these cards up, you can pause the video and take a deep breath, let the energy come up through your spine, meditate, close your eyes, and determine what card is calling forth towards you or what cards are calling forth towards you, and be confident and self-assured that that's the one that is for you. And so here they are. This is number 1, number 2, and number 3. And then, of course, go down and pick the timestamp for your particular pile. And I will see you guys there. Bye. Hi, group number 1. So the card that you chose is number 33. It says Peaks of Joy. And I feel what you have to look forward to is some sort of secret collaboration. Whether this is like something that's eventually going to be let out into the public, or this is some low-key type of connection with I feel like it's like a core group of people, but I do feel like there's going to be, it'd be like if you were another person collaborated with each other, and then you had a small group of people that you were sharing this information with. Or it's like you and this group of people, but you having this closer connection with one other person in particular, whether this is verbalized between you and this person or not. Because I'm seeing like with her, she's jumping up to this butterfly, so it feels like something that you're going to be kind of different, like you're different than them, right? Because she's using these silks to jump up there. So I'm actually seeing that as like acrobatic silks or aerial silks. And so it's like her, the story I'm getting is like her seeing the butterflies and wanting to be among the butterflies and saying, okay, well, I am but a girl, so I'm going to get these aerial silks and kind of learn to swing myself up there. And so she finally accomplishes it, and she's so joyful, she's so happy, right? Peaks of joy. She's very happy to be there and to see the butterfly up close. And so it's that feeling where you're collaborating with someone because it's someone that you admire, someone that you look up to, or just like something that they're doing that you find very interesting. And so through your own hard work and dedication to your particular craft, like whatever it is that you're good at, then you come up to the same caliber or like the same community, or just being able to interact with this person in a way that you wouldn't have been able to previously. And from there, you guys take on some sort of partnership that's very dazzling, right? Like if you were to go see this aerialist doing her own little tricks and stunts, and she has this butterfly around her, like that would be really beautiful and dazzling and exciting, right? I said dazzling twice because I feel like that's really this energy I'm getting, is like this dazzling energy, where if the public eye would see you two together, then they would be amazed, they would be impressed, or like this is like a very interesting couple, or this is a very interesting pair. But again, you're sharing some, so between you and this person, you and this individual, it does feel like a person. It doesn't feel like it's like spirit guide or anything like that. It feels like an actual person. There's information shared. There's some sort of information exchange between you two, verbally. Now, again, there might be something deeper going on there that's either been publicly expressed or is just like low key and you guys aren't really expressing this. It doesn't feel like something secret in the sense of like this hidden connection. I'm not saying something like that. This would just be like, I don't know why you guys wouldn't express this or anything. Maybe it's just too soon. Is that what it is? But it's something where it's just not appropriate at the time. And but then it expands to this bigger community of people where you're sharing some sort of information that's not publicly accessible or known. And these other people it'd be like a friend group, right? So it's like friends of you or friends of them, or it's like business associates or people in the same type of arena. So it's like if you're doing circus work or there are butterflies or something, it's like you guys like being associated because of this particular thing that you and this other person are doing. And through that, it's a mixture. It's like some people are learning from you. Some people are there, but they're just kind of like not really there. It feels like they're not really paying attention. They're just kind of there. Not in like a disrespectful way. They're just kind of, I don't know, doing their own thing or whatever, have a lot on their mind. But it's like you two, there's a respect about you two. It's like you two are the leaders, or you two, like I said, it's like both of you are connecting this core group of people, right? They're your friends and they're their friends. So it's connecting everyone. Something like that. Why? I'm just thinking, trying to find out why you have this to look forward to. I think it's kind of self-explanatory in the sense of, well, I mean, that's just that alone that I said seems pretty interesting, right? Like you're reaching to connect with someone, you end up connecting with them, you have some sort of group collaboration beyond just the singular collaboration, the dual collaboration with this person. And you have the potential, it's like it feels like a planning energy. So it's like you guys as a group are kind of planning to release this to the public, or you're planning to kind of just like be more open about it. Like it doesn't even have to be necessarily like a release of something. It could just be like, okay, well, now we're going to be a little bit more open, and if people pay attention, they do. If they don't, it's not a big deal. We're not going to make it into like an announcement. We're just kind of, it'd be like a secret society, right? Where all of you wear metallic suits. And so then you're like, okay, now we're just gonna go out into the world and wear metallic suits. We're not just gonna do it when we go meet up and bake cookies, right? So then everyone's out wearing metallic suits and people can pay attention to that or they cannot. It doesn't really affect things either way. You see, it's this feeling of that. And you could make it into a statement. Like you could put out flyers and announcements and whatever people do nowadays, put it on Minecraft. I don't know. I don't even know what Minecraft is. It's like you make an announcement like everyone in suits, metallic suits are going to be coming out. Like, hey, pay attention to this. This is really important. And check out like all of these cookies that we have. It's like super secret recipes. Like you could potentially do that. But that's not seen yet. That information's not, that's still in development. It hasn't even started. I don't feel it has not even started, because this is something you're looking forward to. So that's kind of up to you guys on the direction that you take. But Yeah. That's what you have to look forward to. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm just going to stop it right there. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hi, group number 2. So the card that you chose is number 13, Solitude. And what I'm getting from this particular card is you're moving into a place or a space, a mental space potentially, where you're going to be very protected. Okay, so what you have to look forward to is there's some sort of corrupt system that is having a direct attack on you. Okay, now this direct system I feel could potentially be a person, or it could be some sort of external system, like let's say a financial crash or something that could bring you down if you didn't know your rights, or you didn't know, you didn't prepare yourself in some way, right? You didn't have some sort of retirement or savings that could help you in this situation. Or if it's a person, then again, knowing your rights, as far as like someone who wants to, like I'm seeing don't tread on me. It's like someone who wants to tread on your rights, someone who's trying to get one over on you, someone who's trying to trick you into something. Because I'm seeing something like a hive mind, like they have a hive mind or a queen bee mentality, like they think that they're going to be able to, I'm seeing like smoke you out. They're trying to like smoke you out of this building. You know, they're trying to scare you out of this to get you to flee from this area. But you're professional bushcrafter. You know, you know how to handle any situation that comes forward, and so they're not successful in doing so. They're going to expend a lot of energy trying to get towards you, and it's actually very entertaining and very fun for you. The reason why is because you're actually getting a lot of rest in this solitude. You're actually getting an opportunity for you to work on something that you're interested in, right? So it's like, oh, thank you. You actually did me a favor, because, you know, normally if I wasn't on this little island over here, I would just be piddling around my day-to-day life, not really giving myself a lot of time to work on things that I really enjoy and really love and that I'm really good at. And so this energy that's kind of pushing towards you, again, I'm getting the word corrupt. It's a corrupt system or a corrupt individual, and they can't do anything. They can't impede on you. Okay, they won't impede on you. And so something that's very good about this is, number one, is drawing a lot of attention to you somehow. Okay. And this attention that's being drawn to you is very beneficial to you, because it's showcasing your skill, right? So let's say that there's someone, we'll use the example that there's someone trying to come after you, and you have this little island with your little house on here. And this island is very difficult terrain to get to, right? It's off the coast of Maine. There's a lot of rocks. It's very cold waters, frigid waters, and you're able to successfully get there. That's number one. That's very, very impressive, right? There are a lot of crazy storms that hit here, and it's, for the most part, people think that is insurvivable, and yet it's easy. It's so easy, so simple for you. So again, everyone's like, wow, that's so impressive. Look at this person out here. On top of that, now you're in this building, and let's say you're just this incredible music producer, and yet you never have time because you're out doing other stuff. And so you're at the beach instead, somewhere that's not as cold. And you're like, oh goodness, now you gave me time to, instead of just going out and doing other stuff that I find enjoyable and relaxing, I have all my musical equipment in here, and now I get to work on it, and people are now impressed by the music that's coming out of here. I'm also seeing a taunting energy, right? This light is on, so it's this taunting energy of like, whatever this corrupt system or individual is, you're putting the light on, like, here I am, come and get me, go ahead, I know my rights, go on with it. And this individual or system knows they can't. They're trying everything to kind of get close to you, or to get you to leave the island. That's the only way, right? Is if you leave. And they think that it's like they're being patient. It's this patient energy, but also in their mind, they're very, very impatient, right? And it's starting to get kind of threatening, like you're starting to feel threatening towards them because you're not moving, you're not afraid. And so it's this feeling of them being at a loss of control because you're very much in control. And the more that this pushing dynamic happens, they're pushing towards you, pushing, the more it benefits you because you're in this relaxed state, right? The solitude state where you're resting. You're like, I'm taking a nap. You're out there going crazy. I am taking a nap right now. I got a lot of rest, you know, so I can dream up some musical compilations. And so all it's doing is empowering you through the attention of others of what this individual or system is doing. It's a very interesting energy that I'm picking up here. And so that's essentially what I'm getting for you guys. I'm also they're showing me the ivy. There's ivy growing on here. And I'm seeing it as you have some tricks up your sleeve. You have some tricks up your sleeve. And it's a long time coming. So what I mean by that is you're going to be underestimated. So let's say again, it's some sort of, like, let's just say someone's trying to sue you. Okay. I'm not going to put that on you. And like, this is just an example, right? So it'd be like you have a lawyer on retention already. You already did that. And you have all of your belongings and properties in a trust. So not only do you have the best lawyer and you're gonna just countersue the crap out of them, but you're already protected in a lot of ways, right? So it's this feeling of like this person or this system is underestimating you, first of all, in face value. And then, I don't know, there's like some explosive thing that happens where it's like, it feels very entertaining for you. It's like very interesting for you. So it's like you want, like the taunting, like you want this to happen in some way because it's entertaining for you. It's fun for you. It's because it's going to push you to really show out. You know, you're going to really show out and be like, guess what? You messed with the wrong person. you really thought wrong. You really don't know what you're messing with. And so it ends up being the downfall of the system in some way. It ends up being the downfall because I'm seeing a storm. Like what I'm seeing is like, this is a story like with the ivy. I'm not sure why the ivy's telling me this, but it's like them finally being bold enough because they get so sick and tired of like you just, it's like you building this popularity. So everyone's watching you, right? And they're like, wow, I can't believe, you know, they're doing this. It's so amazing. And then it's like sickening towards this corrupt system. So the energy starts moving towards you, right? And they're like, forget it. I'm going to risk my life. I'm going to try and go out there. I don't care. And when they get close, it's like, these like lights come on and it's like the stop sign warning them, but you know that they're going to keep pushing. So it's just like, again, funny. So you put a red light and it's like, red light, don't come forward. And then they come forward. So you're like, yellow. Okay, warning, you better yield. And then they get closer and it's green. So you change it, like you're changing it to green. You're like, all right, haha, come on forward. And as soon as they get close, it's like this ivy coats the house. And then this strong storm system comes through and washes them out. And so it's the downfall of them because they got impatient. This is, it's not just that they got impatient. It's like, it's just supposed to happen this way because this is how corrupt individuals and corrupt systems are, right? They're very like one-sided or like singular minded. And so you end up beyond victorious in the end. It's really this story of, you know, attention on you for everything that led up to it, and then the defeat with attention on this thing, this person or this system. And it's like a hero. You become a hero, and yet you kind of don't care. It's this feeling like like it's cool, but also it's just in your nature. That's what I feel is ultimately this is in your nature to be. That's all that training. That's what I'm saying. This like stuff up your sleeve, you know, this thing where they're kind of underestimating you is because it's like you were born for this. This is just who you are. Like you're very like you love adventure. You love you know, trying to see how to make things really work in, you know, and how things work. And it's just all of that. Like you're like a MacGyver or whatever. Like you enjoy that. I don't even know who MacGyver is, actually. I think it's a movie, but that's what I get for you guys. All right. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, group number 3. So the card that you chose is number 28, movement. So let me tell you the story that I'm getting with this. This ostrich spent a lot of time in this desolate area right here to the point of exhaustion. And it sent out a prayer to be easy on it. So I'm hearing, be easy on me. And this ostrich is praying and praying and praying, saying, you know, Spirit, please, like, be easy on me. Get me out of this situation. Help me to be able to move away from this and find somewhere that I can feel safe. Find somewhere that I can live a life that I really want to have. So it's this feeling of unhappiness in a place where it feels like you're deprived of what you truly need in life. So whether this is you living a life at one point where you tried to fit in, where you didn't, where you sacrificed who you truly are, or this is you being surrounded by toxic people or a toxic work environment, or you just kind of self-imposing restraints, like you holding yourself captive to past mistakes instead of being easy on yourself and accepting that people make mistakes and you are allowed to learn from them and make better decisions in the future. And so you're moving into a point where Spirit, where someone does be easy on you and allow you to finally move forward and release karma and baggage that's been holding you back for quite some time. And I'm seeing a period of several days. It feels like 3 to 5 days where you're going to come up into this period of rest. You're going to start progressively becoming more and more exhausted. This can also, let me just interject here and say this could also be an improvement on your health, whether this is your mental health or physical health. And being easy on you can be representative of recovery, some sort of recovery into a better frame of mind or physical state. And so you're going through a period of rest, feels like 3 to 5 days, where you're going to progressively get more tired, or you're going to just naturally want to take it easy on yourself. And you're going to have a profound prophetic dream. And this dream is going to show you some sort of golden opportunity that is available to you. that is very unique and special to just you. It is something very protected. Because I'm seeing the story of this ostrich, right? You're the ostrich, and you've been malnourished all this time that you've been living in the mud. And so as you move forward to this grassy pasture, then nightfall comes, right? This is a deep introspective period. That's the time of you starting to come into this restful time. And then you are eating. The next day comes, you start eating and eating and eating because you're still trekking forward. Even through night, you're trekking forward because you don't ever want to go back to where you were. You want to get as far away from that as possible. And so you're eating and you finally fall asleep the next night, right? And because you're nourished, you end up laying an egg. You didn't even realize you would ever lay an egg. You wake up, and because you've had enough water and food, you start doing what you naturally are meant to do. You lay an egg, and it turns out to be golden. And you realize you are this special little ostrich that lays this huge golden egg. It's a golden opportunity, a golden possibility that wasn't set available for you because you kept cycling through some sort of karmic event, some sort of karmic pattern. And because of that prayer you set forth of being easy on you, then that gave you the momentum to move forward, to actually take action and do what it is that you need to do in order to release that karmic pattern. And then you're also going to recognize from your past, as you reflect on it, of a dire situation that you were in, where someone, right, something beyond, like spirit itself, really graced you, because you could have gone down a particular path that a lot of people seem to succumb to. And so you are once again very protected and very special in this situation. And so it's this feeling of this reverence for spirit, that they truly were easy on you, and that there's a greater purpose in you moving forward and being of good health, and seeing whatever kind of vision you had in your dream, this prophetic dream, because now you're laying a golden egg. And what you decide to do with this is really up to you. But it feels like that next opportunity, the next choice, is going to really dictate for you something very important in your life, right? It's like, once you get the opportunity, are you going to capitalize on it, or are you going to basically say, thy will be done, and allow God to speak through you and determine what it is that you need to do with that golden egg that may not be in alignment with capitalizing on it? And from there, that will kind of dictate whether or not you'll have to go through some other cycle or not. And so that's a very interesting pattern that I see coming forward for you. It's like this second chance, the second opportunity to do something really, really special with a particular opportunity or insight or gift that you have, really unique to you. I'm just hearing scouted, like you're going to be scouted. You're going to be scouted by spirit. So you're going to have some sort of additional spiritual experience after that dream, where it just feels like some sort of direct communication, where they're really, it's like a back and forth conversation. I don't know, it's like providing you with choices. And you'll know you'll know that this is of God, like this is of spirit, because they're going to have something that's related to you, like something that could really show that they're part of you, right? So this can come in the form of another person, like a conversation with another person, or this can come in the form of having some other spiritual experience if you're in an altered state, right? Because the image that I'm getting is like some sort of person or energy that is wearing an ostrich feather, right? So you're the ostrich and they're wearing a feather to identify themselves as like, hey, I've been with you, or I know you. Like this feather is actually yours. I was with you when you asked to be easy on you, and you move forward when you were in that difficult state. I was there and I collected feathers that you dropped, right? So that's how you'll know. You'll know because there's something that's very similar to you that's from your past, and they're here to help you in some way. They're not someone that's going to be of malintention. So that's what I see for you guys, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.